here's my bearded dragon. It's a female. I think she's about 6-7 months now. Doing really well. Her cage is a 40-gallon Exoterra. I bought at PetSmart. You can definitely buy it cheaper. You definitely want a 40-gallon at least for a once they become full grown. The only reason I bought an Exoterra is it has the opening up here, so you don't have to do anything up here. You can just open the cage from here to do everything. Definitely, if you're gonna get one, make sure it's longer, bigger, not tall, because they don't climb. So it's pointless to have a short cage that's super tall. As far as the substrate, there's tile underneath here. I just had it cut. You can go to Lowe's and figure out how many you need, and then just have the last one cut. You can let them run around on tile if you want. Pick any colors you want, whatever. I still put paper towel down because it's just easier to clean. They're a messy lizard. But other than that, they need a hot spot, at least 100 to 110, and then a cold spot like 70, 80-ish that they can go to and change the regulate their temperature. Got little pellets. She loves pellets. I usually put greens in there. I've been putting collard greens in there now. I used to use iceberg lettuce, like regular lettuce. Don't do that. Gives them the runs really bad. Use dandelions or collard greens or any of the better stuff, not the junk food of vegetables. I have a water dish in there. What I did read is that they can't see the water in the dish, so I don't know. I just put it in there as just a habit. I usually sprinkle her with a little spray bottle every once in a while, so she gets water, but she generally gets water from the roaches or the veggies anyway, so I don't know. As far as lighting, you need a UVB light. Got the fixture at Walmart. It's a 36-inch 3-footer. I think they're $8. Don't go overboard. You don't need much, but the bulb you definitely need. I would shop online. PetSmart's like $40, whereas you can buy them online, I think, for $20 a piece. They usually come in 2-packs, so $40 you get 2. They say you're supposed to swap them every 6 months because they do lose the spectrum, etc. It's basically simulating sunlight for them, I believe. So you definitely need a UVB light. I don't think you need a UVA, but just UVB. Lighting, I got the hotspot. What I did, again, Lowe's, Home Depot, just buy these cheap little shop lights. They're like a little cheap aluminum. They work fine. You don't have to spend $50 at PetSmart for a ceramic one. This works just fine. I've had this for at least a year. The light bulb, I bought at Lowe's. I played around with the lights, but I ended up getting this light bulb. I don't know. I'll figure out the name of it and comment which one exactly it is. But what it is a halogen bulb. I think it puts out like 75 watts, but in reality it only uses like 18 watts or 20 watts, whatever. So it helps on energy, but it was enough that it made it 110 on his little log. So got to play with it. I probably bought 5 different bulbs, ended up taking them back till I found the right one that was right. I didn't want to spend $15-20 for a stupid bulb at PetSmart when you can just use a regular light bulb. But if you do get a light bulb, some of the light bulbs have writing on the middle. Do not get that. You have to get one that's clear. Otherwise, what I read is that it damages their eye. They get like a black spot in their eye. So don't do that. Like this one doesn't have any writing. It's dark, So that's what I use. I leave it on. I have it on a timer. So you can just buy a little, just a cheap little timer that plugs into the wall. Set it for, I think I run it 8 hours a day. And that way you don't have to turn it on and off all the time. Same with the UVB, I have it on the same. What I did with the UVB on this Exoterra, I just used zip ties. Redneck way, I guess. So it works. I think I put this light on a dimmer, which it's always a good idea to use those dimmers because then at least you can still regulate the intensity. But I think I took it off because full light was just fine with it. So I don't think I'm using it anymore, but it's good to have it. I mean, they're only $9. It's definitely worth it. I don't have a heating pad. There's really no need. So just use the light. That's about it. I mean, they are definitely messy eaters. I'll feed her a roach here. You guys can watch. Come here. You want to see her up close? So here's a male roach again. Let me get the light here. Full wings. So here we go. And you can hear it crunching. But yeah, roaches are the best. They're equal to like 6 crickets, I think. Crickets, I mean, I was buying 200. They'd last me 3 weeks. Probably a quarter of them would die. She'd eat the rest. They stunk. They made so much noise. Just a real pain in the butt. Went to the roaches. Ended up buying like a kit of 500. You definitely got to wait like 2-3 months, 5 months just to let them start breeding and cycling and becoming adults, etc. But once you get a good pattern down and you think you're good enough and you'll have plenty, and cut the crickets off. I don't have crickets anymore. And then I just solely do roaches, and now I'm to the point where there's so much that I'm going to probably start selling them since I don't really need them. So they're a lot more nutritious. If you look them up, dubia roaches online, way more nutritious than a cricket. Other than that, yeah, just clean her whenever. I mean, I have a little rock thing in there, probably because when she was a baby. I doubt she can even use it now, so I may end up taking it out. I was thinking of building a little ramp that goes up for her to crawl up on. I don't know. Just more surface area, because they don't like climb up the glass or climb up logs per se. They'll go up like little inclines and just rest. So I may do that. Oh, here's the pellets I use. Whatever. I had the juveniles when she was a baby. If you do get a baby, try to get it on pellets right away so that it definitely eats pellets. Here's the calcium. I use that. I generally feed my roaches a lot of calcium, so the food that I give them has some calcium in it. And then every once in a while, I'll supplement it with the calcium powder itself. Just dust them. Easiest way. Take an old like Motrin bottle or I don't know, Tylenol bottle, and then open up, put your calcium inside there, and then just dump your roaches in there, shake them, and then dump them out. And there, they're dusted. I think these are the bulbs. This is probably the bulb that I bought. Yeah, this is probably the bulb that I bought for the roaches. So, 60 watt. That's the only red bulb I have. So, here's like water crystals that you can buy at PetSmart. They're not cheap, and this is probably $6-7. Obviously it's really small, where if you spend $8 you'll have 2-3 years worth of